Hey guys, it's my first video back with Massive Joe's. A little bit nervous shooting this video. It's been a while since I've been in front of the camera for you guys with Massive Joe's. So this video is going to be more of a what the hell have I been doing, what's been going on. Obviously I was with Massive Joe's for almost 7 years and then we had a little bit of a break. So I want to go back to kind of where we left off. So let's see. So I would have been doing my maybe my second or third pro show with NABBA. So I got my pro card when I won the World Championships in Italy with NABBA. And then you guys would have seen that with the Road to the World Series, and then I had the Road to the Universe Series. So I came second at the Pro Universe, which would have been probably my third time competing as a pro. And realistically, after that, we already had the Arnold Classic in Australia, so the world stage was here. And that was the reason why I was competing overseas for so long, because we didn't really have any world-class shows like that in Australia. We had athletes from all over the world coming over. So the NABBA shows was an awesome experience for me to be able to just get experience and by traveling and competing overseas. And it's just there's always some kind of hurdle that you have to overcome when you're competing overseas. So I got second to that show, and then after it, I kind of put a lot of things into perspective and just thought, where do I want to go as a bodybuilder? So probably a scary kind of thing for me to think about was to start back from the bottom again by going to IFBB, because of course my NABBA Pro card didn't mean shit anymore with IFBB. So I knew that I would have had to have started as amateur, do a local show, then do the other shows leading up to be able to get to the to qualify for the Arnold Classic. So anyway, I made that decision. Competing in my first IFBB show, I won the Victorian title. That qualified me to do the Arnold Classic, but I wasn't really happy in 2018 with the package that I was bringing. I wasn't as big as I could have been. I was over dieted, probably did a little bit too much cardio as well, and just generally tried to do things that were a little bit different to how I was used to, and it didn't work out. So it is what it is. It's not something that I worry about. It's just a learning thing. I think that's a big part of bodybuilding, is just to learn what works, what doesn't work, and don't make the same mistakes twice. And I'm able to keep progressing, now knowing what I know. So 2019 was a whole different beast. My mental game was on point where it had to be. My diet was very different. I was on very high carbohydrates, kind of normal protein. That didn't change too much. It was more the carbs. I was having pizzas like every second night. I was having a lot of refeeds. I was training my ass off. I went back to just training heaps and heaps of volume. So a couple of hours in the gym, just doing heaps of reps, heaps of sets. And that's what my body really, really likes and really responds well to. So 2019 was an absolute dream of a prep. Everything leading up to the show went well. Did the Victorian title again, won that, and then obviously that qualified me for the Arnold. So there was a lot of pressure for me going to that show. As I said to you guys, I was a pro with NABBA. I know that as much as I didn't hear it, I know that there was probably a lot of people thinking that if I was a pro in NABBA Federation and if I lose or look terrible on the Arnold stage against all the Australian guys, then that's going to be not embarrassing for me, because I don't want to say it as if like the quality of athlete isn't good here. The quality is absolutely amazing, but I was competing with NABBA for so long, I really thought that I had to do extremely well. Going to this show, obviously wanting to win it and to be able to win my pro card. So all of that went by, did the Arnold Classic in Australia. It was the best experience of my life. Leading up to the show, like I said, was perfect. The whole experience of being on stage was amazing. The super heavyweight lineup was absolutely packed with phenomenal athletes. So to be able to be in a lineup like that with all of those guys was absolutely crazy. I was a short ass. I was tiny compared to the rest of the guys, but I was able to hold my own with just my muscle thickness, muscle balance. So I was able to take the win in the super heavyweight class. And then we had the following day, we had to come back to do the overall. So that was very, very daunting, very scary. I don't think I really slept much the night before. But the day of the show, got to be able to meet Arnold. Arnold came on stage. I was fortunate enough to be able to take the win in the overall for the Arnold Classic. Shook Arnold's hand, got a photo on stage. I don't know how many of you guys have seen that photo of Arnold taking the Snapchat on stage that Zen, the photographer Zen took. But man, I'm gonna have this memory for the rest of my life. It was the most amazing experience to be able to be on stage with my idol, shake his hand, get the photos, get the videos, all of these things that are gonna be able to last forever. And it's fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know, who to be able to win a pro card was one thing, but to be able to win a pro card in that fashion and to be able to have the pictures with Arnold, man, that was absolutely a dream come true. So after all of that, you know, I have to go back a little bit more about the whole reason why Massive Joe's and I. So with work, a lot of you know I've got a family business that we have, a sheet metal company. It takes a lot of my time, a lot of my energy, and that was the reason why when it came to re-signing contract with Joe and Massive Joe's, that I just decided that I couldn't put the effort and energy into all of these videos and things that I'm doing for Massive Joe's, because I was just so busy there, and we were reorganizing and doing or restructuring and doing lots of things in the business. So that was my priority. So decided not to be sponsored, and went the whole year without sponsors, which, you know, I don't regret that at all, because be able to build the family business up, put a lot more time into that, able to make some good changes. So now a lot of that stuff has taken a lot of pressure off me, because we've got it, you know, a lot of the structures in place now that's taking, as I said, the pressure off myself. So that means that I was able to, when Joe and I, we've always been messaging each other since I didn't re-sign. So I think both of us loved, obviously, the relationship. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been with Massive Joe's for as many years as I was. But you know, we played around with the idea, and I thought about it, and then I think Joe, we messaged each other and organised to have a workout here in the gym. And it was just awesome to be able to, because he's done so much since I've seen him. I've done so much since we've seen each other. So it was awesome that it's all kind of come full circle now. We're both at different stages in our life, and this is just good to go again. You know, I'm just absolutely wrapped that we're able to make this happen again, and that I can be sponsored by Massive Joe's, because it's the best to be able to train and have a company like Massive Joe's. And Joe's a good friend of mine, to have him supporting me as well, and the whole team at Massive Joe's was just absolutely awesome. So wrapped to be back on board. You guys are going to be seeing a whole lot of me doing all these videos and things for you guys. We're going to be doing, you know, your normal like videos, eating and training and mindset and all that sort of stuff. But I think just sitting down and being casual and talking to you guys, and not overdoing it with, you know, any kind of cheesy, tacky type video. I just really want to have you guys be like a fly on the wall, especially leading up to, you know, my first pro debut. I think that's going to be really cool. So yeah, for this first video, I don't think there's really a whole lot more. I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm back. A little bit of a catch up of what happened, why I've gone to IFBB. Now I've got my IFBB Pro card. So it's going to be a cool journey, and I'm glad to be back with Massive Joe's so you guys can follow all along.
Thank you for tuning into this video. We hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to check out our latest upload and our recommended video, and be sure to subscribe to the Massive Joe's YouTube channel to stay up to date with all of our latest uploads.